Introducing 14 and 15-year-old Bollybana students and 9th graders of this public school in the Upper River region. Bollybana, a borderline community, lies some 500 miles east of the capital city Banjul. The community is completely isolated and consequently one can hardly see anything Gambian in this distant hamlet. Bollybana's only public school and symbol of hope for these innocent children is seriously under strain as classrooms have been converted to bedrooms.
I'm very pleased on behalf of the teachers, on behalf of the SMC, on behalf of the students. We are very happy of this kind gesture, which is timely. Looking at the locus of the school, having bicycle is very important because it will promote enrollment, retention and transfer rate. Also, it will encourage children come to school on time. Also, that also will pay dividend in attending quality.
In remote areas like Bollybana and many other places, schools are often far away, far-flung, and even out of the way. This reality makes access to a fundamental basic need like education a huge challenge in a region perceived to be hard to reach.
We realize some of those students definitely they trek for over 8 to 9 kilometers to those schools on a daily basis. So going and coming will take them about 16 to 17 or even 18 kilometers every day. So realizing the need for them to get a support in order to at least facilitate their movement to schools definitely is a tremendous step in the right direction.
Teaching in such a remote community perhaps requires extra commitment and may not be a job for everyone, as the conditions here can be challenging.
In Bollybana, we even have an instance where a child is walking not only on foot, but literally barefooted, because this particular child even have a half shoe. If you look at the condition of the shoe, it tells you how much the child treks to go to school. The condition was so pathetic, and then that formed the basis for this particular initiative.
However, for Alaji Sala, it is a unique and rewarding experience, one that he may never get to experience walking in the inner city.
As I am a teacher, I am expected to be posted anywhere. So I am ready to work, so anywhere I'm posted, I will do my job as expected, yes.
In an era where access to transportation has become even better and easier, the opposite is exactly what Amadou Mariama and many other hardworking students in this part of the country face daily.
I'm very happy.
How will the bicycle help you?
I help you from walking from Bogal to here. It is very difficult.
How long is from Bogal to here?
2 kilometers.
By policy, no child is supposed to walk a 3-kilometer distance to any school. So myself and the General Secretary, we thought it fitting and necessary that there need to be help, particularly these children that are obviously trekking to school for more than 7 kilometers. And it was as a result of that, through her partnership with her partners, she consulted them, and then they were able to provide us with these bicycles and some radio sets.
The children embark on extreme journeys, walking between 5, 6, and even 8 kilometers daily to get to the nearest school and back home.
This is going to help these kids to at least ease the burden on them, because as you can see, all of them are traveling a far distance to come to school. As a result, some of them sometimes they do not come to school because it is hectic. So I know this is going a long way in their education. We are so much grateful. We appreciate the gift.
One institution that has committed itself to changing that narrative by supporting students with pedal bicycles is the Steve Sinnott Foundation UK in partnership with the Gambia Teachers Union.
We were able to mobilize the necessary funds, bought the radios, the solar panels and the bicycles, and seeing those students, the way they reacted to receiving the bikes made me feel very good. So for me, I'm really happy that this thing has happened.
To ease the challenges of access and boost attendance, Education Ministry officials are continuously engaging partners like the Steve Sinnott Foundation for enhanced education service delivery.
Acquiring learning resources in the form of pedal bicycles to provide access to schools is actually very appealing. You have seen students sadly walking contrary to what the policy requirement is, 6 kilometers and above, 8 kilometers for that matter, on a daily basis going to school. So having these things to support the learning process actually is really appealing.
Njoren and Chargel in the Central River region are among some of the hard-to-reach communities. The terrain is rough and the heat at this time of the year unbearable.
These children that are trekking from home to school and from school to home, honestly, they deserve every kind of support. If you look at the distance, it has even the distance they cover, directly and indirectly impact, on their performance in school. Most of them could not actually thrive very well, especially those that goes to school in the afternoon. They close very late, and they have to trek right in the bush before they can actually reach their homes. And when they reach home, they just have to take a quick shower, eat, and then sleep. They find little time. They find it very difficult because of fatigue in order to be able to sit down and study their books effectively.
15-year-old Lamin and Mariama Ba are among the many children who have to wake up early daily to attend school at Njoren Basic Cycle School. Today, they can boast of mobility aids that would save them travel time to school, thanks to the Steve Sinnott Foundation and the Gambia Teachers Union.
This bicycle then helps the transportation of long-distance travelers from their place to school.
And what message do you have for the sponsors?
I'm having a grateful time for them. I'm very thankful for them for donating this bike to us, and they are helping us a lot.
This is Chagel Basic Cycle School, another hard-to-reach community also in the Central River region. The sight of well-parked bicycles owned by students undoubtedly shows the need for pedal bikes in this far-flung community.
The distance that students have to trek all the way from the villages, imagining from ranging from 9 kilometers, 8 kilometers, 7 kilometers on a daily basis. We, the teachers, are definitely the ones who are facing it on a daily basis, but we can't do anything about it. This can at least help the students to reduce the daily irregularities in the school.
The need is greater than what we were able to provide, and as a result, we are challenged. So we want to seize this opportunity also to solicit further support, so that those other needy, underprivileged students also could be supported as well.
Awanjai, a 9th grader of Julangel Basic Cycle School, recalls her nightmare of reconciling schoolwork and attendance in the absence of a pedal bike to ferry her to school.
Very happy for getting a bicycle. Before, I was very tired. Before I reach at the school, I will meet them. They have started the lesson. But by this time, I will come as early as possible. Before I have a bicycle, the time I will go home, I will be very tired. I will not even have to study my book because I was very tired.
The community of Numiel, also in the Upper River region, also had a fair share of the pedal bikes for her deserving students.
Some are living 6 kilometers from the school, some communities 4 kilometers from the school. So with these bicycles which we have now, it will help their movement to and from school every day. And this will help to ease irregularity and unpunctuality in school, which will lead to better performance, which is a key indicator. We are very appreciative of it very well.
Kontaan tabake, kontaano me dandula tala. Mbe ala tentula, mba jaila, mbe alfanan tentula.
alu ya kata bake ndinungo la cycle ko ala hamo be na bake bo dolu be bola fonna fuga dolu be bola kanyube e kata male kanan nakara mungoto karango la hamo be la yala kuma ya fanallo sila nintelu ya telu sifa soto kana wolu ma ko cycle la o kontano warta bake.
Whether it is by walking to school or riding on donkeys or carts, children face a lot of challenges accessing education in this part of the country.
If you walk 5 kilometers to school, by the time you get there, definitely you'll be worn out. And if you are expected to sit and learn, that is going to be another challenge. Also, the sun is hot. When we were there, 44 degrees for crying out loud. Those students having to walk all those distances. And now getting those bikes, the way they were excited, deeply moved me particularly.
This is obviously one way that is helping government augment what government cannot do if the partners obviously come in to help. That is obviously a great thing that we should be proud of, and that is why we are very much thankful and very much appreciative to our partners, in particular Gambia Teachers Union.
Despite the inherent obstacles, their resolve to seek education appears to far outweigh the inconveniences they endure to get to school.
I appreciate the teachers, I thank them, and I say to them, keep up the good work. Because these students you are teaching, some of them, they might be ministers, they might be the president, and for us as teachers, that is our satisfaction. But the president also made a commitment, the president of Gambia Teachers Union made a commitment to continue the advocacy. When we go back, we are going to continue the advocacy, because we have been advocating, but we will continue to make sure that the teachers' living and working conditions are improved.
Scores of students brave difficult and distant journeys daily to access education.